Soup. It looks like Chinese soup. It is Iba. This is Iba soup. Hello everyone. Welcome to my kitchen once again. I hope you are all doing okay. So in today's video, we are going to be cooking soup. So I have the beef and the beef tripe. I'm going to be introducing the other ingredients as we go on. So I'm going to start by cooking our meat. I'm going to add water. We need water, much water, because of the kind of soup recipe I'm going to be making today is a native soup recipe. I've made the video once, long time ago. I'm going to remake it. Okay, so it is called Iba soup. Iba soup. So we are going to be making Iba soup with bitter leaf. You can use ugu leaves, you can use oha leaves. It's a soup that you don't regularly see or hear about. You don't cook it all the time. It's a seasonal soup recipe, okay, like during the Christmas, okay, once in a while, but it's very delicious, and that is what we are going to be making today. I'm going to introduce everything to you. Right now we are going to cover the pot and let our meat cook. So today we are making Iba soup, and this is the Iba powder. It's a native soup recipe, as I said, Enugu State soup recipe, Ogbo in particular. Not so many people knows about this recipe. It's not like a goosey or bono or bitter leaf soup. This one is a native soup. Okay, I'm going to teach you how to make it. Although it's in powdered form, but you don't just carry it and put it in your pot this way. It will become lumps. It will never dissolve. So what we are going to do first is to mix it up with oil. It needs a lot of red oil to mix it up, so that when you put the oil, mix it up with oil, then you add it in your broth, it will dissolve. Our ground shrimp, have dried fish. I'm going to debone it, wash it with hot water, and get it ready. So when cooking Iba soup, it has to be hot, okay, but not too hot if you don't like hot stuff. So I have habanero pepper, and this is one spice that you use for Iba soup. If you notice, I did not put curry powder, or we don't put it in our, mostly in our food, in our soup, okay, or thyme. So this is a native spice. It's Uziza. We have the leaves. Is actually a peppercorn, powdered peppercorn, okay, ground peppercorn. So it's hot. Without this spice, then the Iba soup becomes plain. It's not Iba soup. So you must add this spice. That is how you get the taste of Iba soup. You must add Uziza, okay, to it. Then it will taste like Iba soup. If not, it will become like a plain soup. It will not taste like anything. Everything you put in it will not come out. The spices brings those things out. It gives it a kick that you like, okay. So here we have our bitter leaf, okay. Mostly they don't use bitter leaf for it, but recently I started using bitter leaf. Okay. The major vegetable for it is oha, and you know oha is a special leaf, and ugu, okay, both of them. So actually not so many people use this, but I started using it here and it tastes good to me. So I'm using a bitter leaf, okay. If I'm back home, maybe I will not use that bitter leaf. I will use ugu or oha, okay. So we are using a bitter leaf, our salt, and our bouillon. for seasoning. This is our red oil. We must use this first before any other thing. Okay, so as I said, I'm going to start by mixing up the IBA powder with red oil. Okay, you have to do this, or else when you add it in the broth, it will become lumps and it will not dissolve at all. So I'm gonna mix it up like this. IBA is a thickener. It thickens when you cook it. Okay, so when you are cooking it, don't add too much. You can use it as a thickener. It's almost the same thing with achi or ofo for Imo State people. So that's the trick about cooking IBA soup. Time to add the ukpo, the meat, most of it, so it doesn't overcook. So I've added the ukpo. It has dissolved. So look at it. It looks watery now, but it's going to thicken. Okay, it's going to thicken. So what I'm going to do, so you see, it dissolved. Okay, but if you add it that way, it will become lumps. So what I'm going to do now is to add some of the ingredients, not all. Trim. The peppercorn I told you about, Uziza, don't add too much because it's hot. It's hot, okay? So don't add too much, so you'll be able to eat it. Then pepper blend, seasoning. You need to add bouillon, little salt. So the next thing is to stir the soup. It smells so good because of the peppercorn. It's smelling so good. The peppercorn is the major secret ingredient in this soup. Okay, that's the peppercorn. We are going to cover it and let it simmer, let it cook. So we are checking on our soup. It's been cooking for a while now, and it has thickened, as I said. Okay, it's properly cooked. So right now, look at it. Look at this consistency. So what I'm going to do is to add the fish. I have frozen fish also. I'm going to add it with the dry one. I'm adding it now because I don't want it to scatter. If the fish is soft, if it's not hard, you don't have to start cooking it from the beginning. So I'm adding it. Stop. And we are going to give it a little time to cook. Okay, I'm going to cover the pot once again, and by the time I come back, we will add the vegetable and the meat. So we are coming to the end of our video. I want you to subscribe, share this video, okay? So many people wants to know how to cook IBA soup. Okay, so share it, comment. So I'm going to add everything. Now I'm going to add the meat, our meat. So I've added the meat. It's very tasty and delicious. You have to try this soup recipe if you have not tried it before. It's called IBA. Okay, you have to try it. It's very tasty, very different, it's very unique. Okay, so I'm going to add the vegetable, a bitter leaf. Don't add too much, okay? Beautiful. I like this consistency, okay, because I don't want it too thick. So we're going to allow it to simmer, then we are done. We dish out our food. Okay, so we are done for today. Look at our soup. The IBA soup is ready. It's delicious. I can perceive the aroma, the Uziza and everything. And so now it's time to dish it. Don't eat it alone. You eat it with food, okay? So this is the foo-foo I prepared. That's wheat foo-foo. Subscribe and share this video. So look at what we made today. This is IBA soup. It looks like bitter leaf soup, but it's IBA. This is IBA soup. Enugu State soup. Okay. This is Enugu State soup. IBA soup is a rare native soup. Okay. I made it today. If you want to learn how to cook it, it's very tasty. I promise you, it's very, very tasty. It's not something that you always see all the time that is popular because it's a native soup. Not everyone knows how to cook it. So we've come to the end of our video. Look at our wheat foo-foo. Okay, I want you to share this video, comment, and I'll be seeing you once again in my next video. Bye.